right, guys, I'm back. It's Monday, April 28th. I got my hot batter matchups coming up. But before we do, we got a little recapping to do. On that late game on April 25th, we had that Matt Olson over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. He cashed that for us. And then on the 26th, we had this parlay right here just to record a hit. Ellie De La Cruz and Pete Alonso get it done for us. And then we had this one on the 26th as well. Stephen Kwan, Freddie Freeman, cash this one. Nice little run here. Let's continue it. First matchup, Francisco Lindor versus Trevor Williams. You can see the arsenal in the middle of the screen right there. The balls Trevor Williams throws, the percent by which he throws them, and that he favors that four-seam fastball about 32% of the time. What does Lindor do against the four-seam fastball all season? Oh, he crushes it at a 3.08 batting average, 33 at-bats, 11 hits, 2 home runs. And then you look at Trevor Williams. He does not command his number one pitch very well. It's actually really bad. A 4.83 batting average given up to his number one pitch, 29 at-bats, 14 hits, a home run. I'm loving this right there. Moving on to the sweeper, 27% of the time, Lindor, 6 at-bats, 3 hits, a 500 batting average on that. Trevor Williams giving that pitch up at a 250 rate, which is totally fine. The changeup, about 23% of the time. This Lindor's a little light on the changeup. He's it's a small sample size, this late in the season, 8 at-bats, 1 hit, so it's kind of a wild card. I think he's probably a little bit better than that, especially the run he's been on. It's been absolutely amazing. We'll get into that in a second. But you could see Trevor Williams, a 286 batting average given up to his changeup. And then the slider, he throws about 11% of the time. Lindor, again, another small sample size, 9 at-bats, 2 hits, a 222 batting average. But when you look at Trevor Williams, oh man, he's given this one up at a 556 rate. Lindor has been so hot, man. He's recorded a hit in 21 of his last 24 games. He's had 5 multi-hit games in just the last 7. And when you look at the two, there's a little bit of history between the two. 6 at-bats, 3 hits, a home run, a 500 batting average. Lindor versus Williams. I love this opportunity to look to identify the best way to use Francisco Lindor. All right, next matchup, Jose Ramirez versus Bailey Ober. You could see the pitches in the middle of the screen right there. Ober favors his number one pitch, the four-seam fastball, about 47% of the time. And you can see Ramirez crushes the four-seam fastball all season long at a 3.08 rate. 13 at-bats, 4 hits, 1 home run. And when you look at Ober, how does he command his number one pitch? Not very well, a 3.16 batting average given up. Oh, man, I'm loving this. The next pitch, the changeup, 31% of the time. Ober throws that. Ramirez, a 167 batting average, so it's a little light, but that's okay. You can be a little light on one of them, if you will. 12 at-bats, 2 hits. I mean, if you would have got one more hit, that would have been a 250 batting average. See how a small sample size can really skew everything. And then when you look at Ober, he's even worse at this one than his number one pitch, a 412 batting average. So kind of deafens the concern about Ramirez on this pitch when, the other guy is equally as bad, I guess. Just one pitch, though. The slider, the next pitch, 12% of the time. Ramirez, a 429 batting average on that one. You can see Ober giving this up at a 333 rate. And then the curveball, a 286 batting average for Ramirez, 7 at-bats, 2 hits, a home run. And Ober, he's got 0 at-bats. So he's thrown this a certain number of times. So the reason why there's 0 at-bats, you can see, well, he's thrown it 10% of the time, is because this pitch never resulted in a batted ball event, like an event that was created because ball was put into play, either a hit or a fly out or a strikeout, right? So it was never graded yet because it never was the pitch that ended in an at-bat. All right, before we get to this next matchup, if you could be so kind to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't done that already, and put a W, if you could, in the comment section. It helps with the algorithm. It pushes it out to more people so more people can have fun with us, okay? That's what it's all about, man. Having fun and winning, okay? So also, you might want to get to that free Discord. It's a link in the description of this video. There's a bunch of stuff going on down there. Absolutely amazing community down there. People sharing ideas and much, much more. So go check it out. All right, next matchup, Shohei Ohtani versus Edward Cabrera. You could see the deal here. Cabrera, his number one pitch, 36% of the time he throws the changeup. Ohtani, a 333 batting average, albeit a small sample size, and a home run off that pitch. Then you see Cabrera. He's given that a pitch up at a 250 rate. It's not bad. It's not good. It's a hittable pitch. It's what I call a 250 batting average. The next pitch, the curveball, 31% of the time he throws it. Ohtani, just a 200 batting average. Again, a small sample size. I think when you spread it across the whole season, I don't think Ohtani's going to be a 200 against the curve. I think he's underachieved on that, and it's time to turn that around. Cabrera, again, another 250 batting average given up to his second pitch, the curve. So hittable pitch. And then the sinker about 15% of the time. Okay, here we go. 333 batting average for Ohtani, 1 home run. And then Cabrera, you could be good at a 167. That's okay. You only throw it 15% of the time. That's sinker. And then the four-seam fastball at about 13% of the time. Ohtani, a 318 batting average, large sample size. 22 at-bats, 7 hits, 2 home runs. Throw that one a little bit more, because look what you do. He gives that up at a 667 rate. Oh, man. So there is a little bit of history between these two. Ohtani, 5 at-bats, 2 hits, a 400 batting average versus Cabrera. And then in the short run, Ohtani has recorded a hit in 5 of 8 games. So it's not lights out, but it's okay. So I like this opportunity here for Shohei Ohtani. So that's 3 players right there. And in the morning of April 28th, I'll put how I'll utilize these players, whether it's in a little hit parlay and one of them's doing something else, maybe like hits, runs, RBIs. I'm not sure yet. Some kind of mix of something like that potentially. So that's about it, other than to get to the last thing we do here, which is the other good batter matchups. All right, here they are. We got 3 players today. There's a short slate in the MLB. But as always, we want to weed out the sub-300 batting average batters versus pitcher matchups. And also, we got to make sure that these batters are hot right now. We want them to be hitting on all cylinders. So we have 3. Let's get right to it. Brendan Donovan versus Martinez. 4 at-bats, 3 hits, a home run, a 750 batting average. And when you look at Donovan, in his last 20 games, he's at least recorded a hit in 19 of those 20. He's on fire, man. Moving on to Austin Riley versus Feltner. 5 at-bats, 2 hits, a home run, a 400 batting average. Austin Riley has at least recorded a hit in 15 of 18 games. And then you got Wilson Contreras against Martinez. 2 at-bats, 2 hits, a home run, batting 1,000. Small sample size, though. But you got Wilson Contreras currently on a 9-game hit streak in the MLB. So there you go. 3 quality players and matchups that you might potentially want to use in any way you might want to use them, right? In your player props or building parlays or what have you. So that's about it. I just wanted to say you guys are the best, man. And I love every single one of you. And I'll just talk to you guys tomorrow.